House number 17 is located at 100 Glover, Block 2, the north half of lots 3 and 4. It was built in 1905 by Will Parker for Felix Syler, who was a druggist. His son Jim Syler, also a pharmacist, was born in this house. Jim's home is number 16 on this tour. This house has almost 1,500 square feet living space. It is a 2-story wood frame on pier and beam, fixed wood sash windows, single entry with transom, a gable roof with box eaves. Gary Meek tells more about Felix Syler and his family.
Built in 1905 by Will Parker for Felix Syler, who was a druggist. At the age of 15, Felix moved to Old Salem and worked for the George Adams Cow Creek Tram Company. He married Florence Lee. When Kirby Lumber bought the Adams Mill, Felix and Bob Myers opened a general store in Kirbyville. Later, Felix moved his family to Newton and opened up a drugstore, which was the Dr. Bluford A. Swinney. Felix's parents lived there with Felix and his family. Joseph F. Syler married Ruth Mann and moved to Newton County in 1881 from Tennessee with their children, Felix, Mary Gilbert, Martha, Matt Swinney, and Jenny Myers. Both Joseph and Ruth were well educated. They soon opened the Blum Male and Female College in Burtville. Later, the Sylers moved to Newton and founded the W.H. Ford Male and Female College in 1889. Joseph also practiced law in Newton and Kirbyville. Ruth passed away in 1902, and Joseph died in 1909. When Florence died in 1909, Felix sent his children to live with his relatives in Kirbyville. He would visit the children every Sunday by horse and buggy, which was a 5-hour one-way trip. In about 1915, Felix sold his interest in the drugstore and moved to Kirbyville. But by 1928, he was back in Newton and set up his pharmacy, the Syler Drug Company, now Agape Academy, located on the courthouse square. His favorite spot was to sit near the front entrance in his big rocking chair and greet the children who came in to read the comic books on the magazine rack, which I was one of those children who did for years. J.H. Maddox purchased the Syler home in 1915. Then in 1925, A.L. Farr became its owner until 1929. It is also known as the S.L. Farr Broadnax Neely House.
J.H. Maddox purchased the Syler home in 1915. Then in 1925, A.L. Farr became its owner until 1953. It is also known as the Estelle Farr Broadnax Neely House. Estelle owned the home until 1960. Gary and Pamela Landry are the owners now. Please continue to house number 18.